Good evening, 47. The militia has released a hostage tape, outing the existence of Providence to the world. This was a fatal mistake, and our analysts are tracing its origin as we speak. In the meantime, we have a lead on Lucas Gray's top lieutenant. Turns out the Delgado cartel's counterfeiting unit was creating fake IDs for the militia, and one operative in particular stands out, Wazir Kale, an infamous South China Sea pirate better known by his nom de guerre, the Maelstrom. The Maelstrom and his cutthroat band of outlaws were the scourge of the shipping industry in the post-recession years. But his reign of terror came to an end with the disastrous 2014 hijacking of the supertanker, Francis King. Chinese elite forces stormed the ship, resulting in the deaths of a dozen sailors and most of the Maelstrom's crew. But Kale slipped away unseen. The Maelstrom's connection to Gray is unknown, but we believe it was he who carried out the audacious killing of a Providence CEO in Shanghai, along with two reactivated members of his old pirate gang, Vanya Shah, a shady figure in Mumbai's criminal underworld, and Dawood Rangan, the gang's old cashier turned dodgy movie producer. Shah, Rangan, and the Maelstrom form Lucas Gray's Eastern Cell. They are a crack strike team, and stopping them is our client's most pressing concern. Unfortunately, the elusive Maelstrom appears to have vanished into the seedy underbelly of Mumbai, the cradle of his criminal legend, and no one knows his whereabouts or what he currently looks like. So, a bandit queen, a showbiz charlatan, and one certifiable ghost. I shall leave you to prepare. Welcome to Mumbai, 47. One of the most densely populated cities in the world, home to more than 12 million people. If you wanted to disappear and hide from the world, this vast city is perfect. The maze-like sprawling slums offer secret paths and surprises around every corner. The elusive Maelstrom knows the city like the back of his own hand. Locating him will be a considerable challenge. A place to start could be the slums, where his former gang, the Crows, has recently risen from the ashes. Dawood Rangan will be easy to find in his half-finished tower, wrapping up his new film called Mumbai Hero. While Vanya Shah has ensconced herself in the overgrown remains of an old train yard. Your three targets call this labyrinthine part of the city home, so choose your approach carefully.
And start riding a bike.
This is one of the Mumbai chawls. My records show a few residential complaints about a new tenant in the building. Something related to strange behavior. Might be worth looking into.
I tried to go up there to spy on his things, but he was already there. I'm wondering what he's up to.
So he's just sitting up there in the tower. Maybe he's a photographer or something. The light is quite beautiful up there.
He did have a large bag.
47. It looks like someone living in the Chawl is using this room as a base of operations of some sort.
The kidnapping of Ether Corporation CEO Nelius Duvall took a surprising turn today. The release of a hostage tape in which a shaken but otherwise unharmed Duvall admits being an operative in a quote-unquote shadow cartel of unlimited wealth and influence. The statement, which we are
It's
not...
my dream to go on X Factor India, and I don't care what anybody says. I know you're afraid that I will change when I become famous. But that's not going to happen. But I will be a really wonderful celebrity.
You have a very special way of
If I can't adjust the scope right, I'll never make the shot.
Well, well. It appears we have a rival assassin in Mumbai, and he's training his sights on Dawood Rangan. By the looks of it, I'd say we're dealing with a local operator, known as the Kashmirian. A local hitman known as the Kashmirian is in Mumbai on business. He set up a sniper nest in a tower above a stairwell in the local Chawl. It appears he's targeting the luxury apartment belonging to Dawood Rangan, but has encountered a problem. Perhaps you can assist him. Karan Dar, aka the Kashmirian, was born in the US, but fled to his mother's native land, India, 20 years ago, following an FBI investigation into a string of serial killings in Texas. He adopted a new identity here, and now works as a gun for hire for local mobsters. But who would want Rangan dead?
Very doubtful. I've been hearing a lot of strange noises coming from his apartment. He's pacing around at night, and I'm pretty sure.
I'm sure it's him. My cousin lives in New York. And
47. The street gang known as the Crows are on high alert. They seem to be on the lookout for potential assassins and will be suspicious of anyone they don't recognize. I suggest you are mindful around them in the slums.
Hello? Is anyone there? Everything's cool.
That's good. Now, really project. Like real projection.
When are you gonna be done mixing those colors? I mean, how long can it take to smudge out a few blues and reds?
I'm creating art here. 70% of the work is finding the right colors. Color mixing is an entire art form on its own. It takes time.
Yeah, well, get a move on. Mr. Rongan wants you to go and get him as soon as you're done mixing your fancy colors there. You got it?
Fine. If I don't finish it, Rangan will kill me. If I do, the artistic community will be dead to me. What fate is worse?
Hey, Mr. Hussein, go on upstairs and wait for Mr. Rangan. I'm sure he'll be there shortly. It's me.
How's it going?
Just to let you know that the house artist is ready to continue painting.
Bud? Hey, you! Where do you think you're going? Definitely not through here. Get out of my face.
Ah, Mr. Hussain, ready at last. Did you get a shave? Oh, well, never mind. Come with me to the lounge.
After you, Mr. Rangan.
That is Dawood Rangan, producer of mediocre movies and a full-time criminal. His brutality is overshadowed only by his giant ego.
Hey there, sir.
Beautiful. Magnificent use of...
All right, 47. Let's see if the aim of our Kashmirian friend is true.
If the new piece catches my forceful nature like this, I will have nothing short of a masterpiece on my hands. I'll be the envy of everyone.
I guarantee a perfect execution, Mr. Rangan.
All right. Chalo, let's get this done with. I expect these to... You know, this painting is sure to bring you a lot of future work. Because once the word gets out and my art-appreciating friends see it, your phone will be ringing off the hook.
I can't wait. Hold your breath for a moment, Mr. Rangan.
That's the reason I told you I wouldn't pay for the commission, by the way. I'm not stingy. No, not at all. But if I'm already paying you in exposure, well, let's not overdo it, you know?
I prefer cash over exposure. Clench your fist, please.
Who doesn't? But sometimes, exposure can be worth more than just money. Because in this case, it's the gift that keeps on giving. Just wait and see. When you're done with this job, the contracts will be rolling in.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Rangan. Can you look up a bit? Thank you.
That shot came from the chawls. It looks like the Kashmirian finally got a clear line of fire. Dawood Rangan is dead, and not even by your hand, 47. What will you think of next? Hold up, 47. The Kashmirian is on the move. He's heading for another flat inside the chawls. This might be worth investigating. If nothing else, we may get a lead on who his client is. The Kashmirian is moving to an apartment in the chawl. It's facing the laundry area. I suggest we find out what he's up to, 47. It appears the Kashmirian is using this room as a base of operations. Let's see what he's up to in here. So, The Kashmirian is scoping out a bridge in an area primarily used as a laundry business. Interesting. It recently changed ownership and now belongs to Vanya Shah. It looks like he's found a new target and is waiting for her to get on the bridge. Perhaps your mentoring days aren't entirely over yet.
Hold it. You can't come through here.
The new foreman looks... don't take this the wrong way, but could you please get the F out? The new foreman looks to be a dedicated worker. He hasn't left the office since he got here.
Oh, no, that's not it. I know he kept. I was up there in the office when he came in. Shah will explain. One of the guards told him that the Slum Queen wanted to talk. How did I end up in a situation like this?
He didn't know she had taken over the city?
I don't think so. The guard also told him what happened to the previous foreman. I'm pretty sure that's why he's not coming.
So he's waiting for nightfall so he can slip out.
Probably. Sadly for him, we work day and night here. He's never leaving.
Not alive, anyway.
Activated. I don't know where the papers are. If I could just find them, it would make my life a lot easier. But the old foreman, he hid them somewhere. If I knew why, I wouldn't have to look for them, would I? I just want to make sure I understand everything. If I show up for the bridge meeting with Miss Shah and I'm not prepared, well, let's just say I don't want that to happen. All right, I'll speak to you later. Surely those logs must be somewhere. Think. I can't meet Shah without them. Could you leave me alone, please?
You know, my intentions are really genuine. I'm done fooling around.
Hello there.
I haven't met the new foreman yet. Is he better than the last one?
Don't wear yourself out. Take 5.
That's so nice of you. Thank you.
So the main
Why don't you go on a break for a while?
Right here.
Oh, thank you.
Errands for his father.
I really need to rest
One
up a
day he
little.
gets lost in the linens and the soap bubbles. He disappears in a different world. That
You look tired. Why don't you take a break?
about time. I thought I was going to run through the night without him. Thank you.
Where did you leave the...
Take a break. You deserve the rest.
Oh, thank the gods. I was about to drop dead of exhaustion here.
I'm ready for my meeting with Miss Shah now.
Miss Shah's been waiting for this all day. The foreman's ready to meet up with Miss Shaw on the bridge. We're heading there now. Follow me to the bridge. Oh, hello. Don't just stand there. This isn't going to wash itself. Oh, Shane, work faster. Aja, it's just through here. Miss Shah will be along soon. Better get your shit together if you don't want to end up like you.
So, that's the new guy, huh? How long is he going to last, you think? A week?
Depends on what the Queen decides to do with him, I guess. He looks tough enough. Might last a week in the pits. Maybe even 2.
Maybe he's been working really hard on that report of his. Maybe she'll actually keep him on.
I can't imagine that. He's been hiding inside that little office of his all day, afraid to come out. I don't think he has what it takes.
That is Vanya Shah, self-appointed queen of the Mumbai slums.
The new foreman finally graces us with his presence. What do you have to report?
Well done, 47. You've managed to lure
I
Vanya
see a
Shah
lot of
out into
dead
the
weight.
open. Anything could happen here.
I've made a similar observation. Tell me more.
Well, the objective is find the root of the problem, work to get close to it, and then eradicate it.
I like your thinking. How would you approach the task you see before you?
My usual method is prepare intensely, study the problem, learn everything I can, analyze all approaches. The idea is to gently nudge people to do what I want. And then, once the objective is in my sights, perfect execution.
Not afraid to spill some blood in the process?
Not at all. In fact, I find that happens quite often.
I like you, Foreman. I think this could be the beginning of a very fruitful relationship.
I aim to please, Miss Shah.
You think I don't see you down there, little ants? Scurrying about at your own pace? Taking unnecessary breaks? Drinking my water? Wasting my money? You have had it easy up until now. But your new foreman will bring some order to this rebellious behavior. The days of slacking are over. You hear me?
That is Vanya Shah taking care of 47. Are you planning on outsourcing all your work to the Kashmirian from now on? The Kashmirian is on the move again. It's paid off to follow him so far. Maybe he will lead us to the maelstrom. 47, the Kashmirian is on the move again. He looks to be leaving his apartment, possibly the trawl itself. I suggest following him to see where this will end.
Why doesn't she call me back?
tough with him. If he's making weird noises at night, go up there and let him know. You be tough with him. The man throws knives at a dartboard outside his apartment. Who knows what kind of maniac he is? I'd rather just sleep in my living room until he moves out. Look the way he's dressed. Right purple suit and a fat cap. They're fine. Just trying to intimidate you. Be a man. be a man later.
You don't know me, but your boss will want to talk to me. By now, he should have found out about the unfortunate fates of Rangan and Shah. I am the one responsible. Mad? No. On the contrary, I consider it a successful job interview. Just tell me where to go. Ah, yes, of course. I'll be there in no time.
Doesn't surprise me at all. You should have married that old, ugly guy that works in the bank. He worships.
Where's the barber? My job interview is in an hour. I can't go like this.
I cannot believe Dawood Rangan donated that TV to the people of the slum. And to say that
We were in a small shed. It was down by the water, and I could hear the gentle waves lapping against the harbor front. Then, the smell of petrol and the whimpering of the others as they realized what was about to happen. The men started yelling at us, threatening us. They wanted to know who was in charge. Eventually, one of the young men broke.
I made it.
So
I'm outside the hideout now.
I was dragged out, beaten,
Someone should have
senseless.
been wired to the...
Wanted freedom for himself and his friends.
As I lay there, I looked upon these men of basic violence. Their shifty eyes and nervous laughs.
To free themselves. The crows were born.
And it dawned upon me
Gangsters hit right.
the brilliance of it. Become that which they could not. They didn't want to burn down a shed with children in it. They weren't monsters, just brutal men with simple ambitions. So, I showed them the monster. All it took was a lighter and the will to do what they couldn't. That, my friend.
Come on, let's see what you have in your pockets today. I'm not exactly enjoying this either, so just stay still and we'll be done soon. Okay, you're good to go.
So, you're the one who called. The boss was intrigued. He'll see you. Better make it good.
I'll do my very best.
Come with me.
Delving straight into the heart of darkness, 47. Good luck.
You've got some balls, man.
Killing, not that way.
You've got some balls, man. Killing two of the city's most ruthless people is a job interview. That's something else.
Oh, hi!
Alright, it's
I'm
just
not
in
being
here.
touchy, but I
Good
need
luck.
to cut you down if you want to proceed. Okay, let me just pat you down here. You're good to go. Well done for waiting. Chal nikal jaldi.
Time to face the dragon, 47.
The mysterious stranger enters the lion's den. I guess you know who I am by now.
The Maelstrom.
Indeed. Two of my most trusted allies are dead. Childhood friends, lifelong companions. And now you're here.
I always see my contracts through to the end.
Admirable. Really, it is. I'm assuming Vanya put out the initial contract that drew you here. She never did like Dawood. Perhaps power play while our plans are in hiatus? But why kill her then? Unless Dawood made a counteroffer.
That would be the smart move.
But then you heard the rumors about the return of the Maelstrom. And so you took a chance. You figured if Dawood was assassinated, I would put two and two together. Eventually, I would have to teach the Slum Queen a lesson. You took it upon yourself to help me before I asked. A show of skill. A move to get to the top. Is that right, boy?
You can only kill so many mobsters before wanting bigger challenges.
Dawood and Vanya lost their way once they returned here to Mumbai. I blame myself for their failures. I should not have let them go back without me. They got lost in their egotistical pursuits. Dawood thinking he could usurp my legend through his movies. Vanya assuming some mythological regency over the people of the slums. They forgot that which mattered the most.
What was that?
Legacy. In time, you become your actions. Vanya became cruel. Dawood became a hollow man. I wonder what we will become. What shape we will take in our final days. Exposed and raw in the eyes of the universe. We can't stay unseen forever. Death comes for us all, my friend.
That it does.
The infamous Maelstrom is dead. Very well done, 47. Mission completed. Time to find an exit.
So,
Grab it and toss it in one of the furnaces in the metal workshop.
Barabar? This is the third time you asked me this question. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, eh?
I actually robbed a few dentists.
They took me in after that. Thought they could tame the beast. Use it for the things they didn't dare do themselves. I got to know them intimately. When the time came, I sorted them intimately. I tore down the wall
According to records, this was a youth correctional facility until 1962, when the estate was overtaken by an obscure Soviet research fund, the Institute for Human Betterment.
Looks deserted.
The place was abandoned after a fire in '89. Then, only a few weeks ago, it was acquired by an anonymous investor using cryptocurrency. It has to be Lucas Gray.
He's here.
Be careful, 47. The breadcrumbs were almost too easy to follow. It could be a trap.
Not a trap. An invitation.
You came home. I knew you would. You've come a long way, 47. And even now, you don't remember.
This place.
This was our prison, where Father trained us, shaped us into killers for Providence. Now, you don't remember. They ripped it out of you, wiped it away, but I do. I remember everything.
You're a terrorist with nothing to lose. You'd say anything.
I know, it's difficult. You never miss your mark or question your function, but we made a pact. You and I. Do this, and we both lose.
There was an incident. That boy, he died.
He lived. Because of you. Don't you remember his name? You know this. Deep down, you know. What was his name?
Subject 6. Your name is Subject 6.
And what is our purpose?
To take them all down.
We were gonna tear it all down. The Institute, Providence, everyone who'd ever hurt us. We failed. The partners grew paranoid, made sure that Ortmeyer's children would never challenge them again. I'm the only one who got away unchanged. The only one left who remembers.
Ortmeyer was Providence.
Everything he did to us, everything he made us do, it all leads back to them.
I'm breaking more rules than I care to count, Mr. Gray. What's your play?
The partners hide behind a cloak of anonymity. Only one man knows their true identities. Your client, the top controller, the one they call the Constant. He is the key.
But he is untraceable. So what am I missing?
A man would come to the Institute. A man with a Providence pin. The first Constant. If we find him, if he's still alive, he's our way in.
You don't know who he is, but 47 does. That's what this reunion is all about.
Show them.
You're just gonna hand it over. Our one bargaining chip.
Olivia.
Fine. 47's memory was erased, irreversibly at the time. But After Ortmeyer's death, his estate was acquired by the Ether Corporation, and they made an antidote.
It's a long shot, I know.
This is not how it works. We don't just join the revolution. ICA is neutral. We don't take sides.
I hate to break it to you, lady, but neutrality is a side. It's the side of the status quo.
People have died. Civilians. You align yourself with terrorists, murderers.
Sometimes even monsters serve a purpose.
Look.
Enough. You have a choice. But I made mine a long time ago. I will finish what I started.
Subject 47. Most gifted of all my boys.
So you're the pick of the litter. Tell me about the incident.
The subject ran away. He and another boy. The instigator was punished accordingly.
As were all the neighbors.
My men did what needed to be done.
It won't happen again. Bring your house in order, Doctor. You won't like the alternative.
I remember who he is.
Gentlemen, let's go over the plan. The first constant is none other than Janus, the legendary Cold War spy master, a KGB senior officer and head of the 6th Column Special Branch at Lubyanka. Janus is a certified genius and expert of counterintelligence. He retired from the KGB in 1988 when he fell out of favor with the Kremlin and defected to the US. Shortly after, the Soviet Union collapsed. Now, it is unclear when Janus stepped down as the constant, but since 2004, he has been a resident of a quiet community in suburban Vermont. Mr. Gray.
Right. So here's the catch. As an elite KGB agent, Janus was trained to withstand interrogation and torture. No amount of pressure will force him to disclose information he doesn't want to. Instead, we will need to search his home for clues. But if Providence learns of our presence, the game is up.
So we frame Janus, make Providence think he was the real Shattered client.
Correct. I will file a false ICA report, claiming to have traced a number of calls from Janus's house to the Institute in Romania. The case will seem clear. Mr. Gray was only a figurehead. Janus was pulling the strings all along. And by eliminating him, we will have neutralized the militia, once and for all.
However, for this subterfuge to work, you'll also need to deal with Janus's security detail. A Providence herald and former Secret Service agent by the name of Nolan Cassidy. Intel describes him as diligent and inquisitive, and we cannot risk that he contradicts our story to his employer.
Seems workable.
I certainly hope so. Everything depends on this next move, 47. You made this our fight. Now let's even the playing field. Whittleton Creek, Vermont. On the surface, a picture-perfect suburban dream. Wide roads, golden maple trees, and verdant lawns. Most residents here are white-collar professionals, ranging from university staff to government employees.
Most, but not all. Janus's unpresuming home is protected by a host of bodyguards, and intel shows that the fragile former Constant rarely leaves the property.
Nolan Cassidy, on the other hand, roams the neighborhood streets. A recent arrival, the dutiful Providence Herald is busy making threat assessments and settling in with his security team.
Now remember, this is about more than just revenge. Janus is the key to bring down Providence. So get in there and find us a lead.
Good luck, 47. I've marked your map with several points of interest. We're running this mission with very little upfront intel, but these locations could provide clues to help you obtain the information we need. Good luck. That is Nolan Cassidy, former Secret Service agent and current Providence Herald. Cassidy is assigned to protect Janus.
Looking good, man. Looking good.
Your house is so beautiful. I'm really impressed by all the wonderful things you have here. I wish my husband would let me have that much art inside the house. But he gets, well, he doesn't appreciate it the same way I do.
Well, Richard and I have similar interests, so it's really not that hard to get him to go along with my ideas. Although, I have to say, it's been challenging to find a good place for my old microfilm viewer. Right now, it's just collecting dust in the attic.
Microfilm? That's an interesting thing to collect.
Well, it's sort of a hobby that never really took off. Besides, I don't have any microfilm to play on the viewer anyway. I'm not...
Huh?
Excuse me? I think you've dropped something.
Well, it's sort of a hobby that never really took off. Besides, I don't have any microfilm to play on the viewer anyway. I'm not sure I could find any either.
Well, Janus next door collects all kinds of ancient memorabilia. He might have a roll or tape or whatever it is that sort of thing uses. I'm sure he'd be delighted to lend you something.
That's very good.
Back in the day, Janus was known for his obsessive need to archive and keep memorabilia. If he has any microfilm in his house, it might contain something interesting.
Oh, geez, darling, I'm so hungry. Have you seen those beautiful patties back there? And Mr. Wilson just keeps standing behind the grill, even though there's clearly no more gas on it.
I know, it's weird. Why doesn't he go grab a new canister? I'm telling you, these new folks are strange. Did you see that Cassidy guy snooping around here? He's been looking at the party 3 times already. Why not just go inside? It's open to everyone.
Yeah, it's strange, all right. Oh, maybe he's a vegan?
The Wilsons are throwing a barbecue and everyone's invited. It sounds like Nolan Cassidy has some interest in the party as well, but for some reason, he's unwilling to go inside. Maybe you can help fix whatever's wrong in there, 47.
I don't trust a man who can't eat a bare steak.
They're our neighbors. We have a right to know them. The Wilsons.
that Janice's oddball nurse is at it again.
Oh, yeah, the bird guy.
I think he comes early. He's been sitting there most of the day. I don't know what he's reading, but it looks like it's the most interesting thing he's ever come across. tucking him into bed at night, making sure the covers are neatly folded around his frail old body. Actually, nothing made me do that last night. Shut up! You're kidding.
You'll be fine.
Okay, okay.
One of Janus's old microfilms. It might contain important information. All you need now is to find a device to read it on.
Okay.
Janus. Cold War spy master and the first Providence constant. I wonder how much he remembers. How little he cares.
The night I passed the torch. End of an era as constant. We had the Vienna Philharmonic play it that night. Empty concert hall except for the two of us. A rare moment indeed.
So, that piece of music sparked a memory in Janus's mind, and we now have confirmation that he and the Constant will be meeting each other soon. Great work, 47.
Off.
Stop.
Finally, an end to Janus. Death feels like an easy way out for a man like him. Still,
He's not hiding there anymore. Watch out.
we are close now, 47.
Command?
The first annual
You read
gathering
me.
of the Ark
Something
Society.
really bad is going down. Be ready.
Rings a bell. If Janus was its founder, perhaps he's still attending these gatherings. 47. This could be valuable information indeed.
You, go! Flush him out! Wait! There he is! Get him out of the open! Oh, shit! I'm down! Oh.
I lost sight of suspect. Can anyone see him?
One of Janus's old microfilms. It might contain important information. All you need now is to find a device to read it on.
I'm gonna take you down!
Finally, an end to Janus. Death feels like an easy way out for a man like him. Still. We are close now, 47.
One of Janus's old microfilms. It might contain important information. All you need now is to find a device to read it on.
Where's the client? God damn, we're in trouble.
Listen, I swear I have a license for it. I just don't bring it with me. You can't just confiscate my property. I need it to get rid of an aggressively invasive mole in this poor old man's backyard.
Calm down, Demolition Man. Unless it's a flesh-eating mutant mole,
You don't need explosives. We're gonna keep them safe in our trunk until you produce that license, okay?
Ah, come on, man. It's standard procedure. You stuff the holes, and then you blow up the tunnel system so it collapses. Look it up on YouTube.
Sir, if the American police force looks at you, this guy. Everything looks good.
I have to tell you, these are the best muffins I ever had. I'm supposed to meet a client for a house showing today, but I can't stop eating.
Maybe you know him, Mr. Nolan Cassidy? Can't say that I do. Well, he's in the brick house on the roof.
Station 3, everything looks good.
Brian, it's Nolan. Level 3 human on a guy called Jose Alvarez. Apparently works for fumigation.
Yep.
Looking good today, sir.
You know the exterminator guy who's working on Battytown? Same guy as Mr. Cassidy, right? Yeah. So, I let him use the green shipping container to store some chemicals. I asked him if it was poisonous, but he assured me that it was only a sleeping agent. That's it. He told me that he doesn't kill the bugs, he only sedates them, so that he can set them free later. Let me get this straight. He's an exterminator who cares about the lives of insects. What a weirdo. I thought so too. But then, he told me this story about his pet cockroach, Abel. It was genuinely a touching story. His parents were poor and couldn't afford to buy him a dog. But he found this cockroach in his room one day. He took care of it, particularly in a shoebox. And he even made a little leash for him so he could take him walking. So one day, he heard his mother.
Janus is apparently engaged in a civil lawsuit with another resident of Whittleton Creek. James Batty, the plaintiff, wants Janus to stop his annual landing of a helicopter near the local creek. The lawsuit also mentions Nolan Cassidy and his unlawful surveillance around town. So Janus takes a helicopter trip once per year. I think we're onto something here, 47. 47? I think it would be beneficial to locate the unlawful surveillance mentioned in the lawsuit. Perhaps Nolan Cassidy's house would be a good place to start. A recording of some sort. The note mentions another house. Perhaps Cassidy is using one of the vacant buildings as a base of operations, 47.
told you something was up, didn't I? I'm staring at the freakiest accident you would not believe.
And that is Nolan Cassidy taken care of. Both targets are confirmed killed.
Wow, it's a nice kitchen.
Clearly, Janus is a meticulous man. This microfilm contains a lot of heavily redacted minutes from what appears to be a yearly event of some sort. Plenty of initials and project code names that don't ring any bells. Janus is mentioned by name throughout, however. This is a very important find, 47.
Hey, did you drop off the surveillance tapes on Janus at the house? Cassidy was asking.
Yeah, added them to the file.
Command, do you read me? Over. Someone's causing trouble.
Hey, stop!
Command,
Right
I've
now.
arrived at the location
We're all
and
clear,
it
sir.
looks clear.
Enjoy your day.
Back to smoking and joking. Over.
And join us, giving away all these wonderful muffins.
Oh, I'd love to, my darling, but I can't.
Are you here? Can't fucking lose the client. I'm so fired.
Anyone see the client? It's safe now. Just show yourself.
Oh man, I'm so screwed. The principal's gone. Hello? I'm safe now. Yeah. Well, actually, I do have tickets.
of Janus's many diaries. He's apparently been the chairman of the Ark Society for years. He stepped down very recently, but is still attached to the Society. Well, 47, this is valuable information. Good work, 47. We now know Janus is meeting with the Constant at an event related to the Ark Society. And we have an approximate date as well. I think that's all we're going to get.
We're close to the finish line. It's time to end this.
Vern is your friend.
The Ark Society. One of Providence's more obscure outfits.
I've heard whispers. A survivalist club for the global elite. Billionaires preparing for a global collapse. And now we know the Constant will attend their next gathering. So where is it?
That's the catch. The report is redacted. No names, no location.
So it's a dead end. I can't track them, not without ICA backup.
Now, I'm no big shot analyst, but it seems to me Janus was the Ark Society's founder, so chances are they'll want to pay their respects in private.
Track the coffin. Worth a shot.
You all right?
It comes back in flashes. Fear, anger, but like it happened to someone else.
Your gift and your curse. What they did to you. Well, I spent a long time feeling guilty about that. Now, I wonder who got the better deal.
Yes. Found something.
What are we looking at?
The ass end of nowhere. But this is where Janus's remains were shipped to. Our choice for a final resting place, wouldn't you say?
Not bad. So we stake it out. Await the next gathering. Then we waltz in and kidnap one of the world's most powerful men. Without ICA backup.
Like I said, it's a long shot.
We'll take it.